Benjamin, do you think I have what it takes to win that pageant? Tanya, he said, are you kidding me? Of course you do. We have a shrine of you up in our apartment. Okay? You could do this. But ultimately, it all depends on what you believe. Hi, I'm Tonya Robinson Lloyd, just someone who's made a covenant to helping people heal mentally. The Robinson Lloyd Resiliency Group offers many pathways to social emotional learning and academic services. The Resilient Stars program is one way of me fulfilling my purpose, my covenant. The objective of today's speech is to share three B's, the three B's that I've learned from my lessons as Ms Trinidad for my college pageant. The first B, belief. Belief. As I share with my Resilient Stars participants, one of the unhelpful thinking styles that I've struggled with has been jumping to conclusions, particularly predicting that things will go wrong. The pageant, the news that I won to represent all of the Trinidadians to be Miss Trinidad should have been something that I was celebrating. Instead, the celebration was very brief for me. I started to panic. I started to think of all of the things that could go wrong and how I was going to deal with that. The evening of the pageant, my seamstress didn't finish my dress. She was telling me she was too scared to drive because she had been in an accident a long, long time ago and couldn't take the trauma of driving on the road, but my dress wasn't done. I had to use my skills of persuasion to influence her to come with me to the pageant, to please pin this unfinished dress in various ways. My family was there, my cousin was there, a cousin that I love so much. They were all there for me. I went onto the pageant and all of the stress finally hit in. As my soundtrack was playing and I had no volume to my microphone, I dropped the mic. My grandma said, "Oh Lord, that is not my granddaughter." She said, "Oh no, what did you do?" And I found the steel to pick up the mic and to stay on the stage. But it was still over, and I knew it. There was booing coming from the crowd. Epic fail. That night I went home and my family, as always, was there consoling me. My dad held me as I sobbed bitterly in his hands. He said to me, "I'm going to give you every prize that that person who won first place received. You'll have a new laptop, a trip to St. Lucia, and some spending money." And I still grieved because that is not the way I wanted to receive that gift. My mother told me to get my head back in the ring. I did not apply for college to be a beauty pageant winner. I applied so that I could make my stamp in this world, so that I could have an education. I knew that I had to be an entrepreneur, so I minored in business. I knew that I had to serve people, so I majored in behavioral sciences. Belief stepped in when I chose to commit to my higher power, who could see me through the weeks after that pageant of the mocking and the laughing and the jeering of my Christian counterparts. I had to believe in the same Christian values of redemption, that my eyes on the prize, I had to be an honor graduate. And I got myself back in gear and I did my studies and I went above and beyond as a student. I believed in myself. And today, I could have the Resilient Stars program born out of many struggles. Next, we get into the second B, the blessings. As Ms Trinidad, it was a great opportunity, one that I embraced, one where I could acknowledge my culture, one where I could give thanks for the numerous students who stayed up voting for me night after night, one where I could give thanks for all of the business people who sponsored me different items. But instead of counting my blessings, I was focused on the curses. Are we tracking our curses or are we tracking our blessings? For if I had spent more time tracking my blessings, the fear of success would not have overcome me in the way that it had. Finally, the blessings, counting your blessings. As the Resilient Stars learn in our program, life is hard, but it is good. And even in a pandemic, even in a situation where we don't even know what's happening next, and we have to trust and believe, we can still count the blessings. We can still say, thank you so much for how you've helped me. Thank you for making my way easier. Thank you for clearing the path. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for trusting me. Thank you for encouraging me. Thank you. An attitude of gratitude will propel you through places and opportunities, and the fear of success will cease because all you would care about is checking your blessings. And the third and final B is the benefits. As Ms Trinidad, had I thought to myself, what is the benefit of me doing this, participating in this, saying yes to this pageant? What is the benefit? I had no benefit. I had no purpose of it. I had nothing tied that was outside of myself to bring this about. Had I done that, I would have tied having an opportunity to share a message about mental health. That is my greatest calling. That is what I do, whether I do it for free and I gift it to schools or I do it for pay. I love what I do and I love serving children and I love seeing them and their families and their teachers find the good within them and strive and fight for what they believe in, believing in themselves and their own dreams and their own passions and going after it no matter how tough things get. The benefit to society, the benefit to my family, to your family, the benefit to community, Ubuntu, a word, the only word, my favorite and only word from an African language, Ubuntu. I am because you are. Whether we talk about the epigenetics or we talk about the family dynamics, I am because you are. Benefits. In the speech, I covered 3 B's. The B, belief, the blessings, and the benefits. Remember that you are greater than your trials. Remember that you are a resilient star. Remember that when you choose to become how great you are meant to become, you are going to influence others to do the same. Remember your higher power. Remember your 3 B's. Like, subscribe, look out for educational, historical, and social emotional shares and presentations. We are the Resilient Stars. From yours truly, from the Robinson Lloyd Resiliency Group. Thank you.